Do you feel like I'm a stranger? I've been away for a bit too long again. I had some thesis related things. I'm really not satisfied with my face or hair today. I'm really sorry. I thought for a tag video it'd be okay, but I still feel a bit weird in the face. I had some thesis related writing and stuff to do, so I did 3 videos, pre-recorded them, uploaded them during the week, and then forgot about the week after. So that's how it gets to this point where I've realised I've been away for like a week, over a week, 10 days, without any explanation again. I haven't updated my blog in forever because I just haven't had time, and I'm just sitting down today to record a video. So, first order of business is I reached 5,000 subscribers, which I think is pretty bloody amazing actually. My flat is tiny, otherwise I'd be having a cake party and the cake would have unicorn icing on it, and you know, we would have a bit of a twister tournament, maybe limbo. But I am so thankful to everyone who clicks that little yellow button. You have no idea, it's just incredible to me. 5,000 people have subscribed to my channel. I mean, that's ridiculous. So I'm just amazed. Victory dance. Woo. What else? No, that's it. I'm gonna do the 13 questions tag because I was tagged ages ago and I've wanted to do it, and I thought to ease myself back in to more useful videos I would do something a bit fun, also because the light is a bit odd today, so I just thought I'd do something which doesn't require lighting. So number 1, what do you order at Starbucks? If it's a hot drink, I order a skinny cafe mocha with no whipped cream because I don't really like whipped cream and it tastes the same as the full fat version with the skinny milk. So you're having chocolate syrup in coffee. I mean, it's not going to make much difference if you have full fat or skimmed milk. So I choose skimmed milk. I don't really like chocolate that much. I don't really like coffee that much, but for some reason, cafe mocha works really well. If I want a cold drink, I'll go for the strawberries and cream frappuccino, which I think is probably made of the world's most disgusting thing. Like, it's probably just like animal byproducts and syrup to make it taste nice, like a McDonald's milkshake. You never know quite what's in there, but it's delicious. Or I'll order an iced mocha because, you know, mochas, they're my thing. What's one thing in your closet that you can't live without? Bras. They're quite handy to, you know, keep things up. If bras don't count, I'm going to say mini skirts. I love mini skirts. Mini skirts are awesome. I am really short. I am 5'1.5", and that means that I look a bit younger than I actually am, so I can get away with mini skirts for a little while longer yet, and I love them. Not just mini skirts as well, knee-length skirts, midi skirts, just skirts. I love skirts. I love dresses, but I have way more skirts. I love skirts. It's like wearing a dress but in 2 parts, so you can chop and change. That's what I like. I live life on the edge. I'm going to have to make my text. I'm reading off my laptop the questions. I have to make it a bit bigger because I'm so blind that I can't actually see. What's one thing most people probably wouldn't know about you? I have 4 things. 2 things some people may not know. First thing is I've had cosmetic surgery. I've had a breast reduction. I've done a vlog post about it on YouTube, down there in wherever. It's in there somewhere. I've left it up. I've done a blog post on it. It was probably the best decision of my life. I would never ever go back, and I if people want to judge me on the whole breast reduction thing, then that's fine, but I honestly don't think it really counts as a kind of vanity surgery because it was really necessary. Backaches, pain, you know, hitting myself in the face when I ran. That was kind of a joke, but it could have happened. Could have knocked myself out or something. They were huge, so I don't really think it's a vanity surgery so much as a necessity. That said, I don't think it's anyone's place to judge anyone on what surgeries they get or what modifications they do to their body anyway. So, I also have a semi-famous aunt. She's no blood relation. She is my dad's brother's wife. She has been in recently In the Thick of It, The Day Today, that wasn't recently, Alan Partridge, I think those are the main ones. Oh, Nighty Night, which was some ITV thing. Yeah, I think those are the main ones. She has kind of a small but devoted following. She's an actress. Actually, I tweeted her once, and about 50 people started adding me on Twitter because I'm her niece, and that was quite weird. She's like, no. She's like, any connection to a famous person, and all these people swarm on you. I still play Pokemon aged 24. I bought the new Pokemon game. I bought white, for the record, not black. Black sounded rubbish. I chose, what was it? I chose the little water one. Oshawott, maybe that was his name? I don't know. The water one that wasn't the crap looking snake with legs. I mean, who makes a snake with legs? I mean, that's just a lizard, but it looked like a snake. That really annoyed me. I really hate Pikachu though, so I don't want to get into discussions about how cute Pikachu's little nose and whiskers are. No. I love computer games, as if you didn't know. I love them. So for me, Pokemon is a bit of an embarrassment to admit, but I do love playing it. And yes, okay, my name is Cami, I'm 24 and I still play Pokemon. Okay, another fact that you might not know, I have a tattoo. I have a tattoo on my hip, well, below my hip. It's of a bumblebee. If you've ever heard of the artist Kurt Halsey Fredrickson, it's one of his drawings that I got tattooed on my hip. It's a little happy bumblebee. I really like it. It's probably about this big. It's really small. I did it as an act of teenage rebellion when I was 18. I don't regret it. I love it. Last thing, which you probably definitely won't know about me, but you could have guessed. I used to write Harry Potter fan fiction. Awkward silence. I used to post fan fiction onto fairly prominent Harry Potter sites when I was about 14, 15. I can't get them off those sites anymore because I deleted my email address and now can't sign back into the sites to actually delete all my embarrassing fan fiction. So it's still there, irrevocably on the web, on the internet. It's there. Draco and Hermione forever, by the way. No Ron, no Harry. Harry in my fix was gay, just saying. Okay, name one thing you want to do before you die. I could go for the obvious, like, you know, skydiving, you know, stuff like that. Skydiving, bungee jumping, adrenaline junkie stuff. I'd really like to travel the world. I'd also like to be self-sufficient. Is that really boring? Like, I want a house that can do everything for me without needing any help from anything else. I want, you know, kind of like The Good Life. I don't know, this is probably only going to apply to British people who have actually seen The Good Life, but kind of like The Good Life, but, you know, like absolute power. Yeah, that. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. What's one food you cannot live without? I can't choose one, but if we're going for practical food, I'm going to say chorizo. We always have chorizo in the fridge, always. The sausagey one, not the pre-sliced one, because that's useless. And we can always eat it if we've got no food in the house, we always have frozen prawns and chili thorn. You can always have kind of chili and frozen prawns and chorizo and pasta, or you can have chorizo soup, which is world famous and delicious, and I'm an excellent cook. If we're going for favourite food, I like a lot of food. That's really hard. Pancakes. I love pancakes the most of all. My mum's pancakes. Not any of your American pancakes, rubbish. I'm talking about crepes that are like this thin with lemon and sugar. None of that Nutella either. I also really like popcorn. I love buttery popcorn. I don't know why. What else do I really like? Sandwiches. I could not live without toast. Oh my god, toast. Toast is the god of food. Toast. Okay, we've established. What quote / phrase do you live your life by? When I looked at this tag thing, I sat here for ages. I was like, oh, let's try something really philosophical like carpe diem or live and let live or whatever, or an eye for an eye. But actually I've chosen cool story bro, and that's because I don't really live my life by any kind of philosophical blah blah blahing. I just live my life. So I'm gonna say cool story bro. That's it. What do you like and dislike about the YouTube community? The thing I love about YouTube is that I've met a lot of new people, a lot of amazing new friends who I talk to almost daily. It's like a little support network. It's awesome. I've met loads of people. I love it. I've met so many people from so many different parts of the world, and yeah, it makes me really happy that I've met so many people that I wouldn't have met otherwise. I mean, I wouldn't be talking to a girl from Canada and a girl who is both Swedish and Turkish and another girl, you know, it's, what? Where have all these people come from? I love that. I love that I've met so many like-minded people that have become such firm friends. It's amazing. Things that I dislike. Whew. Okay, things that I dislike. Sub for sub. Hi, I subbed to your channel. Sub mine back? No. I am a very, very willful person. So, if someone says to me, hi, I just subbed to your channel, will you sub mine back? I would just, the rebellious part of me would just go, no, and we'll do the exact opposite of what you're asking me to do, because it annoys me so much when people ask sub for sub. Just, oh, that is my pet peeve of YouTube. Other things that I really dislike about YouTube are the negativity, the kind of, I'm not going to say hater comments, because that makes me sound like, you know, it's like a playground or something. I'm just going to say like negative comments, like childish comments, like, oh, that really looks horrible on you, or yeah, what are you going to do with all that makeup? You've got way too much makeup, or, you know, just comments that are completely irrelevant and, one, unsubstantiated, and two, no, there's no two, just unsubstantiated and wrong, and that really annoys me. What's your #1 most listened to song on iTunes? Mine is The Contours, Do You Love Me? You know, the one from Dirty Dancing, which is like, do you love me? Do you love me? That one. I told you I can't sing. The reason I have it, I've played it like 46 times, I think, ridiculous. The reason is because I like to do a lot of hula hooping, and that is my favourite song to hula hoop to, because it's fast, it's over and done with quite quickly, and it's really, really fun, because you get to do the mashed potato, and you get to do the twist, and you know, it's fun. I get to dance like an absolute loon in my lounge. So I try not to do it with the blinds open, because people walk past and they, because we're a bottom floor flat, they really do like to look in and see me kind of bopping around like this, having a grand old time. I try to avoid that. What kind of style would you define yourself as having? Boring? Maybe classic, I guess. I like really, you know, plain lines to my clothing with no bells and whistles, no frills. Well, I do have one thing with frills on actually. Kind of very straight lines. I don't know how to describe it, but just no extra stuff on my clothes, please. Favourite number 8. The only reason I know this is because in primary school there was a book in our school library, and it had a quiz to tell you what your favourite number is. I don't know why a book would be telling me what my favourite number was, but it came out that mine is 8, and it has been my lucky number ever since. 2 hobbies. One is hula hooping. I love hula hooping. I have a weighted fitness hoop, not just one of those like little kiddie hoops. I have a weighted fitness hoop, and it's really, really hard. It's a really hard workout. It will bruise the crap out of you. It literally feels like you've been flayed for the first week after you've done it. It's painful, but it's amazing. It gives me a huge amount of endorphins because I get to listen to my favourite fast songs and sing along and dance along. It doesn't take up too much space. I can do it at home. I don't have to go to the gym. The gym makes me miserable, so miserable. I just love my hula hoop. I can keep it up for ages now. So another hobby, I love going to live music concerts. I love seeing my favourite bands and musicians play. There's nothing that can compare to the feeling of euphoria I get when I see people like Ben Folds and Cake and Frank Turner, people like that. There's nothing that can give me that kind of euphoria, just listening to an awesome band perform their songs. I mean, I saw Cake last Friday, and hardly anyone knows who Cake are anymore, and they played The Distance. If you know who Cake are, you'll know what The Distance is, and it was incredible. And they played Short Skirt Long Jacket, and it was just like, yes, this is what music is about. It's supposed to make you bop and feel happy. 2 pet peeves. Okay, number 1, people who stop suddenly in front of you in the street, so you walk into the back of them. Why do people do that? Additionally, people that walk down Oxford Street in London, I don't get it. There should be like a little piece of tape that separates tourists from people wanting to get places on that day, instead of 7 hours later when people have stopped congregating in huge groups going like this, like meerkats with their maps out, and people on their phones walking down the street going, just, what are you doing? It's Oxford Street. That is my pet peeve. Just people walking really slowly, and then people who stop suddenly in the middle of the street. Just because I've walked into the back of people so many times, and I am paying attention. I want to get places. When I am in the street, I take no prisoners. I will snake around people. I'm really, really good at walking around people. Apparently the rest of the population isn't. Second pet peeve, I can't sleep with the wardrobe doors open. We have a huge unit wardrobe which was here when we got here, and it has 6 doors, and if any of them are open, I feel like once I turn the light out, they're kind of mocking me in the dark. They're like, not like there's a monster in there. This didn't start in childhood. This started probably when I was about a teenager, but it feels like they're mocking me in the dark, and I feel compelled to get up and turn them off. I have to turn them off, close them. This also happened when I was a teenager, when I'd have boys over. We used to have a little room, a little square room, called the TV room. So we had a sofa and a TV and a dresser and some videos and things. And it was just opposite my bedroom. It was basically, like a second lounge for my brother and I, so we didn't bother my parents. And, when I had boys over, mostly innocently, but, sometimes not so innocently, we'd go in the TV room. And because the room is square and the door was in plain sight, when it was open, I'd have to have it shut, and my parents would stomp upstairs like, why is this door shut? Literally, I cannot sit in a room with the door open if the door is really visible. It winds me up. I don't know, it's like mocking me. Yeah, sorry, rant. Last question. Guilty pleasure. I really, really like to eat grated cheddar cheese on canned sweet corn. Please tell me there is someone else in the world that does this, please, because I've been doing this since I was younger. I don't know why I've been doing it, but I really like cheese on grated cheese on sweet corn. It had the cheaper and more sugary and salty the sweet corn, the better. And the cheese has to be like medium to mature, none of that mild crap, that's rubbish. But I don't know why, and it could be cold or hot, it doesn't matter. Usually cold because I'm lazy, but Kiwi doesn't get it. No one I've ever met understands why I would do such a thing, but it's delicious. That's all there is to it, it's delicious. So please tell me if you think that's the most disgusting thing you've ever heard, but I really, really love cheese and sweet corn together. That is the end of the video. So everyone have a lovely evening. This probably won't even get up before tomorrow anyway, so you'll probably be watching this tomorrow morning and be like, have a lovely evening everybody. And yeah, I'm just gonna shut up now. Yeah, have a good evening.